morning. I am just so lucky. I feel so lucky to be able to be in my PJs right now, sleep in, just have a slow morning as my 6-month-old plays. I'm making some coffee, gonna have some breakfast, and then I'll pop on to check some of my messages. One of the biggest perks of being able to be stay-at-home mom and work is being in your jammies and in your comfies all day or however long you want it to be. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I want to tell you how I got started. I am a teacher turned VA. In February of 2022, my friend Raquel at Simply Creating, follow her, she is the one who told me about LFA. I was 4 months pregnant then. I took it really slow. I was teaching full-time also. Landed my first client in July, had my baby July 24th. And then I have landed a couple like one-time project clients and another retainer client. Since then, just this last month, I hit my teacher income for the month. So that is huge. I am so excited about that. Now I'm transitioning from general VA work to tech VA, more project-based stuff, course creation. And so that's another big jump in my business. Super excited. So one of the first things that I do in the morning is I go check my email, see if there's anything that I need to do, look over. Then I open my Slack, see if I have any new messages, which I don't. And then I look onto my Asana. So Asana is a lifesaver. I have a couple different colors in here to tell me who I'm working with. And I have them reoccurring events, so they move over when I'm done with them for the next day. So here's my list of things that I need to do today for various different clients. And like you can see that Thursday has none, but it's because I'm not finished with them today. So once I check them off today, if it's reoccurring for tomorrow, it'll just move over to tomorrow. And then you can flag like which priority it is. Okay, so one of the things I am working on is uploading products from Teachers Pay Teachers into a client's WordPress via WooCommerce. So I set up her store, and now I'm just uploading products to get those ready to sell. So that's what I'm doing next on my list. So how I learned all of the tech. A lot of it is just by doing, whether that's exploring for myself or for clients. I feel like the more time I spend in a system, the more I know it and feel confident in it. If I don't know a system, then I usually Google, YouTube, or use the resources on that system. Once you know one, a lot of them are very similar. For example, like email marketing. If you know one system, most of them are very similar. As to clients, I have both project-based and retainer clients within tech. My project-based is a lot of like e-commerce setups, automation systems, and then I do have some retainer clients, one specifically that we work on her automations and systems. So I did not quit mid-year. I quit at the end of the year last year. I have always wanted to be able to stay home. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to make it work. And then in January, February, my friend told me about Michaela's Live Free Academy, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I could stay home. And so in April is when I had to turn in my my resignation. So I did that. I did not have any clients by then. I was taking it very slow because I knew that I was going to be on like maternity leave. for a couple months, and so I just took it very slow. I got my first client in July before baby was born, and then I didn't really start ramping up until like October because new mom, craziness, and so yeah, it all worked out really well. Teachers, this is the hardest time of the year, so hang in there. I fully support you. If you're feeling burnt out right now, you want to quit, yeah, I did too. Every January, February, March, it's the hardest time. Hang in there. Do what's right for you in your life and at home and your business and whatever. Do what's right for you. With me, this may be a long one. Answer a couple of your questions. So I started as the general VA. I was doing a lot of admin stuff, calendar management, data entry, a lot of like rote, boring stuff. And then I took on a couple of projects, knew like nothing about tech or anything, but I was like, sure, I can try it. And I started to really enjoy it, and I love a good problem and trying to solve it. And so I found that in tech, I get to solve people's problems, and it gives me a good challenge to try and think through like automations and how their system works. And so I really enjoyed making that move. So I started as a general VA, moved into tech, and course launches. So that's where I'm at. Balancing it all is definitely a huge challenge. When he was younger, it was a little bit easier because he naps a lot better. Now I am doing the work while he naps, but like his middle nap is a contact nap, and so it's always different every day. Usually I wake up, we get up, and I get started right away because he is very independent right in the morning. But like right now, we are in his play area and just hanging out. And then like I'll do little snippets of work. I also am very lucky because my husband works from home Mondays and Fridays, so I try and do my long onboarding calls then. And then like my discovery calls, usually half hour, and I say, hey, like I got my little guy with me. I may need to step away and take time for him. But usually he's pretty good. So I am lucky with that. Depending upon like if we don't get anything done during the day, and I need to get work done, I will often work when he goes to bed. Or when my husband gets home, I might need to finish something, respond to some emails, messages, that sort of thing. But it is so wonderful to be able to just hang out with him if he needs me, or, you know, today's super nice out, so we're gonna get some fresh air. I make my own schedule, so if the day is going crazy, I get to do what I want. I'll just set my notifications like, hey, I am out. Be back at this time when you need me. So that's really helpful. So it's almost my kiddo's second nap time, and usually I do a contact nap for that one because he just does not sleep well otherwise. So I'm just going to kind of show you what are some things that I do during that time. One of the things is I go onto my social media for my business. I respond to any messages, scroll through, interact, and then I always go onto the OTO job board, which is through Michaela's course. You get access to so many job postings on there. So I go through there, find any that I'm qualified for, save them or apply to them, all during that time because I'm holding him, and there's not much else that I can do. I do work during that time, and I'll show you my setup how I do that also. All right, so this afternoon, I'm just kind of going down my list. Caden's playing next to me. That's that sound. So currently I have 2 retainer clients. I do a lot of general VA work for them and a little bit of course work as well as podcast work. So kind of just a variety with my 2 retainer clients. I'm moving into Tech VA. So I do course launches, I do automations, system setups, optimization, and then I work as well in course communities, so like a Facebook community for course creators. So I have a few things to do that pertains to my retainer clients, and then I will be doing some follow-up emails. The thing that I love is group leads. It's like $100 a year, but it helps auto approve or decline members. So all 3 questions answered if they drop their email, they accept the rules, blah, blah, blah. So you can customize all this, and then it auto approves, and you can connect it to your autoresponder, your email marketing. So for this client, they have an active campaign. So all of the contacts that come in, we require email, and then it goes to a spreadsheet and automatically goes to their autoresponder for their email marketing, and we just tag them as like a Facebook lead. So that is a huge tool that saves me a lot of time. I am doing a full course build. So I am working on uploading content into Thrivecart. Thrivecart is an awesome platform for courses, and Caden's helping alongside me. So right now I'm just getting all of her lessons in place, and then adding in videos and different images and branding. So it all comes from like this, and then it gets into a beautiful lesson. So super excited. I wanted to say, I typically work like 9 to 4, 9 to 5, but I'm popping in and out of my computer and doing things when I can, because like you can hear, it's a little crazy around here. So that is like so important to me. It's so flexible. I just had my grandma over and visited for a little bit, played with Caden, and it's all just like so customizable, and my clients are all super awesome. And they understand mom life, so yeah.